Hi everybody. So I'm coming to you guys today to talk about life after massive weight loss. I am supposed to be doing a Q&A, but you guys, I'm so behind with videos and product reviews. It's ridiculous. I blame it on the surgery. I was healing. I couldn't get to all my videos, but now I'm much better and I am about to start popping out a lot of videos. But I felt like talking about life after weight loss deserve a whole separate video. And there's so many components that is covered with life after massive weight loss. I had questions about how am I emotionally dealing with weight loss, relationships after weight loss. I think that was it. So I'm going to just talk about in general, how am I dealing with um, my weight loss. So first I have to start with the mental aspect of weight loss because I feel like that's the most important for me, because I mentally am not there yet. I can look at myself and clearly see I've lost almost 200 pounds. But by me being overweight for so long, I still see that plus size girl in my mind. When I look in the mirror, I'm like, okay, yeah, this is what she looked like. But when I'm mentally picturing myself, I see myself being plus size. So I have not quite wrapped my head around the fact that I am 158 pounds now. It hasn't registered in my head. I still think I'm 300 plus pounds. Also, it's so strange because I've always been a confident plus size girl. But now that I've lost weight, I don't have that much confidence that I had before. And I think it's because I'm just not comfortable in my skin. Back in the day, I built my self-esteem around being plus size. I'm like, look, I'm fat and I got to deal with it. So with that being a fact, I'm going to love myself, because if I'm not going to love me, who else will? So I built my self-esteem around being that big plus size girl. But now that I'm smaller, I don't have that um, confidence like I used to, and I just got to learn to love myself in a different way and love myself in the skin that I'm in now. And I'm not as confident as I was when I was plus size. So I find it so funny when I'm checking myself out and I'm looking around because my niece is running around and no stranger danger going on over here, so I got to keep watching her. But what was I saying? Oh, that I find it very funny when people say to me, "Oh my gosh, you're so conceited now." When I'm not. I'm so trying to love the new me and get used to the new me. So when I'm looking in the mirror, people may mistake it as, "Oh, I'm so vain," but I'm literally trying to learn who I am and love who I am. And don't let me at least try to put on some makeup and put on a cute outfit. Oh my gosh. And it's so I don't get it. Like sometimes females, I don't know. It's so strange how some females act. Like when I was plus size, it was all power to the what up power to the people. Really, diva? It's all, oh, go ahead, rock that plus size, be big and proud, you know what I mean? But then now that I'm smaller and I try to be confident, you can see it. So the way people see me now is different. And this is not everyone. I've just noticed a change in the way people talk to me um, when I try to get cute, or when I'm looking at myself in the mirror, is always like, "Oh my gosh, why you always gotta stare in the mirror?" Or, "You fine, why you gotta look, you so conceited now that you skinny." And I don't talk like that. Like I don't be like, "Oh, I'm all that, I'm skinny," because honestly, I still view myself, like, let's keep it 100, I still view myself as a plus size girl. Like when my plus size friends be talking about their issues, I be like, "Yeah, don't we?" And then they have to remind me, "No, you're not with us no more." But then I be feeling left out, like, I don't have any skinny girl issues. All of my pain, all of my struggles, all of my issues has all stemmed from me being plus size. Anything that I'm holding deep that is buried in me, that pain and hurt, it's all plus size problems I've had where I couldn't fit into booths. So I had to make sure that, yo, when we go to eat, we have to get a table. We just may have to wait longer. I can't travel like I want to travel because I can't fit on the airplane seat. And I feel like I had to put my life on hold because I was plus size. And so all that pain I have, all that time wasted, the things I couldn't do because I was overweight, those emotional scars are plus size scars. I don't have no smaller girl scars. Oh, I'm too skinny to fit in a seat. No, I don't experience that where I go into a store and people looking at me strange because you a size 28. Why are you in this junior store? Well, I just want to buy some accessories, you know what I'm saying? And so for me, I can relate more to the plus size struggle than I can the smaller girl struggle. And prior to me having surgery, I had a stomach issue. And so I really related to, being plus size and stuff like that. So I still don't understand like how people lose weight and they act brand new and start calling people fat names and make fun of overweight people because you was just fat 2 seconds ago. And I know I was just fat a half a second ago. So ain't no way I'm going to make fun of someone else who's struggling. And when my friends do it, I call them out on it. Like, you don't talk about overweight people in front of me. So I'm mentally still adjusting to my weight loss. And I don't know how long it's going to take for me to register in my mind how dramatic I look. Like, it hasn't registered yet. And it takes me looking in the mirror and me seeing that I'm smaller to remember the fact, because I still be going to the plus size section in the clothes and it's just by habit. Sometimes I catch myself like I can't fit anything in here, and when I'm in a mall I have to go into Torrid, and then the people at Torrid look at me like I'm weird, but I feel safe. I feel like I'm at home in like Lane Bryant and Torrid. It's so weird. It is so strange and so weird. And I can talk about the mental aspects of massive weight loss all day, but I got to cover up some more issues like the way people treat you after massive weight loss. And I really didn't notice the way people were treating me until I start losing weight, where I can be in a store, a grocery store, going through a door, and the person would just let the door slam in my face and don't hold the door, just to be courteous, hold the door for me, and they just let the door slam in my face. And people didn't talk to me as much when I was heavier, just random strangers and stuff like they do now. And I found now that I've lost weight, women and men, and it's not no flirting type stuff, they are just genuinely nicer to me. They talk to me in the store like, hey, have you tried this product before? And they acknowledge my presence, whereas I realize now they didn't do that before. So talking about the way people treat you after massive weight loss, I noticed the attention from men has changed as well. Guys, like, I'm looking busted, you know what I'm saying? I have on my rusty dusty, I'm working out, had leave me alone, my clothes, I'm in workout gear, and dudes will still come up and talk to me. And I just noticed I get a lot more attention than I did before. And I have a story that stands out that is related to this. And it is so funny because he laughs at me about my issue I have with this man. Let me tell y'all. Okay, so this is back in the day when I was heavier and I was going outside working out. I was walking, and when I was heavier, walking to me was an extreme workout, which is another pet peeve I have. Like, walking is not an exercise. When you over 300 pounds and you never worked out a day in your life, I promise you walking is exercise, because I was sweating bullets in the beginning of my journey. I mean, I was super sweaty walking outside, and I clearly had on my workout gear. I had my towel on my shoulder because I was super sweaty. And he say to me, he kicking it with his homies, and he's like, oh, look at that fat girl, precious, precious, you know, like making a mockery of my weight. And not just that, why that stands out is that you clearly saw I was trying to do something about me being overweight, but you was making fun of me. And so now this guy try to talk to me every single time he see me, when I'm out walking around the neighborhood or when I'm running through the neighborhood. And I look at him and I never give him no play. And so he finally was like, this is like my 60th time trying to talk to you. Why don't tell me why you don't want to talk to me? You don't even want to speak. You look at me mean and evil. And I'm like, you don't remember me. Bullies never remember bullying, because I mean, he didn't bully me like, you know, like that, but I felt really hurt. I still remember it, so I felt some type of way about it evidently. So I'm like, bullies never remember bullying, because you was calling me fat names when I was trying to work out. And then he said to me, what are you talking about? And I was like, hi.
You're talking to your camera.
I am talking to my camera. Is that okay? That's fine?
No, she's making a
Okay.
video.
Okay, bye. Anyway, I told him what he did to me. And he was like, oh my gosh, I don't even remember saying that to you. I'm sorry, I didn't know. You know what I mean? And he apologized for it, which is perfectly fine, but I would never give someone my attention if I see their type of person like that. Like, I don't care. He cute. I ain't gonna lie. He cute. But to me, that's ugly on the inside, that you would make fun of someone who's trying to better themselves. Like, I'm sorry. I don't care how cute you are. Ugly insides to me make you ugly. And so I'm like, you know, I wouldn't talk to you or whatever. And he'd like be like, you still holding a grudge? Every time I see him, yes. Yes, and I will continue to hold this grudge against you. So yeah, you scarred me. You scarred me. And I remember that. You know what I mean? So, but that's an example of, you know, I would never talk to someone who dissed me when I was heavier. And I know plus size women is not for everyone, and I totally get that. But if you clearly made fun of me when I was heavy, and then now you want to talk to me, no, it's not happening. Plus, I have someone, and he's my subscriber, so I don't want to, yeah, I don't want him to be like, what you talking about? You wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it because I'm loyal right now. My family at first was not on board with my weight loss. And I think a lot of it had to do with it was so new to them. I was never that girl who complained about being overweight, hid in my room because I was overweight, and buried myself in sweats and stuff. Like, I wasn't that type of plus size girl. And I was always Big Roof to my family, you know, Big Roof, you know. So to them, it was so weird that all of a sudden I wanted to lose weight. Like, I thought you loved yourself overweight. I did love myself when I was fat, but it's a difference from loving yourself when you're fat than being unhealthy and fat. You know what I mean? And I was unhealthy and fat. So I had to do something about it. And so they didn't like it, you know. It was an adjustment for my family. And now they're totally on board, you guys. Like, I have never felt so loved in my life for my surgery. My brother and his homies carried me the whole day around, like literally carrying me, walking me to my room and from the hospital, from surgery. And my brother just drove me around wherever I needed to go. My sisters, my nephew, my niece, they were like my servants. They came over and, you know, just lifted my, you know, my tree trunks and put them and elevated them on pillows. My mom, oh my gosh, she she changed me. I don't even know what happened the first 2 days. Like, she literally washed me, clothed me, fed me. It was like I've never had so much support like that. And it felt really good to have support from my family, because I didn't feel like I had that support in the beginning. But now they all on board. Like, they're totally on board with my weight loss, and with me recovering from my surgery, and they're super supportive. So I think those were all the topics I wanted to talk about, and I will definitely talk about more. If you guys have any questions about weight loss, definitely ask me. I will answer them in the Q&A, and I will talk with you guys soon. Bye, guys.